We're recording.
It's the cold start.
Hells to the yeah.
No.
Buster, you want to give me mic
Intro
check?
time. Wait, aren't we recording already?
Yeah. Yeah, but all right.
And welcome to the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast. Yeah.
Episode 34. We've done 34 of these motherfucking episodes, man.
And it's the last. Goodbye, everybody. We're done.
We're actually recording from Mexico as we speak.
Yeah, no, I'm not going there. It's so funny when people like talk about that too, and they're like, "You don't want to travel?" I'm like, "Do you know where I live?" And it's funny because they obviously live here too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Why do I need to go somewhere else?" I'm like, what? For what reason?
I would go Japan, maybe. I could see myself going to Japan. But yeah, I don't like traveling either, man. I think just
I mean, I don't need to though.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
But
I could chill.
It's going to take some work to get me into a tin can in the sky. It's going to take some fucking work. You know what I'd have to do?
Have you ever flown?
No.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't do that. I'm truly Iowan, dude.
Yeah, I hate flying.
We're like, it's 18 hours. We'll drive. Yeah. Bro, I'm telling that tin can in the sky shit, do not fucking fly with me for real.
Yeah.
I am not about it.
Turbulence is fucking awful.
I know these people that
these
people were talking about, oh yeah, flying's not that bad. And then they fucking dive into it like, oh yeah, we hit some turbulence on our way here and it was fucking. I'm like, yeah, dumbass. You just said it wasn't it. I'm a Xanax addict, bro, so I can't take Xanax because I'll go off the wall. And that's like the type of thing that it's going to take to even get me on that plane. And if I get on a plane with Xanax in me, you're going to be lucky if I don't fight somebody.
You could get some drinks in you and do it, though. You don't think so?
I don't know, dude. I don't really want to.
I mean, you can drink on the plane.
I've been trying to back up on the drinking.
Sure.
Like, my drinking got, like, really, really bad in 2020. 2019, 2020, I was putting down, like, a fifth a night.
Damn.
I mean, like, there was a night where I went and grabbed 100 proof fifth of Captain Morgan, drank it all, and then went and got another one the next day. So, it was real, real bad. Last night, I had one 16-ounce can of beer. You know what I mean?
Nice. Hell yeah, man.
Sometimes I still be putting them down. Oh, my God.
Hey, I don't blame you, man.
But not a full bottle, bro. Like, I can't remember. The last time I put down a whole bottle of alcohol in a night by myself was probably 2020.
Yeah, I think it was 2019. No, 2017, 2018 was probably the last time I was, like, drinking that much.
Yeah.
2021, though, I was up to, like, 4 or 5 beers a night after Biden won. Literally, Joe Biden winning like sent me into alcoholism for like a straight year. I'm not.
Were you drinking IPAs too?
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. I was just getting.
So I'd say that we were probably like, because I could do that right now, but I mean I don't know. The less I drink, the harder it gets to drink more. You know.
Yeah, I mean, which is good. I mean, the older you get, if you're like, dialing it back, that's the right direction to go instead of the other way around,
Yeah.
Because with alcohol especially, I mean, your tolerance can go up like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You see those videos like people who drink like a gallon of vodka.
Yeah, and every time I see
That
one of
shit's
those,
crazy.
I'm like, maybe I don't need to quit drinking.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah, right? I'm like, dude, people think I'm a fucking alcoholic. I'm like, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, bro?
Yeah, I should just watch Up and Smoke and be like, you know what? I think I can smoke weed. I mean, I can't smoke weed.
I don't
I'm just
even
taking a
remember
little
what
tea
Up
break.
and Smoke is.
Cheech and Chong?
Oh, okay, yep. I knew At
least I'm not smoking a turd joint,
A turd joint?
Yeah, that's in the movie.
I don't remember that.
Oh, my God. Buster.
Oh, you mean like a fat-ass joint? Turd joint.
Go, type in Up and Smoke, Up and Smoke poop joint or something. You've never seen Up and Smoke?
I've definitely seen it.
It's the part where they're like smoking a huge joint. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I had to follow my dog around with the bag just to get the weed, man." Yeah, just
Yeah, I don't remember that.
yeah, yeah. First clip right there. You want to get high? Yeah, right there. Put it in full screen, please.
This how they do. They got wooden balls, man.
I got a joint here, man. I've been saving for a special occasion.
This is.
They gonna fire up.
Hey, I hope the drums don't mess up your upholstery, man.
Nah, I'm in a band too, man.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a lead singer, man.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah, we play everything from like Santana to El Chicano, man. You know, like everything. Hey, I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. Open my temperature rise, and then I go for her thighs, and then I say,
What do you think the chances are that there's real weed?
Zero. They probably loaded it with tobacco, if anything.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man?
I mean, especially in the 70s. There's no way they're smoking weed on camera.
A quarter pounder, man.
Behind the scenes, sure, but
They were definitely high the whole time. I'm pretty sure they were setting.
oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, shit.
Put your seatbelt on, man. I'll tell you that much.
I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. You know, like I smoked that Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoked that tight stick, you know?
Tight stick?
Yeah, you know, that stuff is tied to a stick, you know?
Tight stick.
Yeah, that ain't even do nothing to me, man. I could probably smoke this whole joint, man, and still walk away, man. Wouldn't be no problem at all, man.
Talk it up, man. Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo, don't it? What?
What? Oh.
Classic.
What's in this shit, man?
Mostly Maui Wowie, man.
Yeah?
But it's got some Labrador in it.
What's Labrador?
It's dog shit.
What?
Yeah, my dog ate my stash, man. I had it on the table and the little motherfucker ate it, man.
Yeah?
So I had to follow him around the little baggie for 3 days before I got it back. Really blew the dog's mind.
You mean we're smoking dog shit, man?
Yeah,
Okay, you can stop it. Oh, I love that movie. And then later, they get pulled over by a cop. He's like,
Yeah.
license and registration. Oh, it's on the back of the car, man. Sorry for that detour.
I bet that's super exciting for anybody that's listening to this and not.
I was kind of thinking that. Like, oh, this scene drags out a little longer than. Go to YouTube, motherfuckers. That's what I say.
Yeah.
That's
dude.
where we get paid. And that's where the potential to get paid is anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say how we get paid. Nigga, I've been working, bro. Today was super easy, but today was technically my 9th day straight of working.
Yeah.
So yeah, please go to YouTube.
Yeah, we only
Like it, subscribe to it, share it.
We're only able to
comment on
pay minimum wage right now. So, no, we're not even paying minimum wage. So,
Yeah, I'm like, who can afford to pay? Honestly, no. We could probably collectively we could probably afford to pay minimum wage. Yeah,
I'd be living under a bridge. But
$7.25 an hour. You can't afford that.
no, I'm kidding.
You and
yeah,
I
I mean, we're only here for like
collectively-
an hour and a half, so that's only like what, $10 a night. I could probably do that.
That's like $10 a week.
And that's before taxes.
For real. And let me tell you, the Coleman Lolo tax, it's not slight, bud. You think about 2%. We take a 75.
Yeah, communism. Fuck anarchy. We're going straight to communism. Your entire check goes to me.
Fascism.
Yes.
I think I'd like that.
An extension
route
of
better.
communism. What?
I think I'd like that route better. It's a little more aggressive.
Yeah, state socialism versus... Well, fascism is democratic socialism, specifically. So socialism that's voted in.
That's real boring. Anyways, I discovered something the other night, dude. The other night I was at Pedro's house,
Yeah.
And it was the Titanic. That's what it was. We were watching the Titanic.
What, the movie Leo DiCaprio and all that? Like
No, the other one.
I don't know if you meant like a documentary or like.
I said we're watching the Titanic.
Also kind of gay.
I don't remember what happened. Oh, dude, that movie is super gay. Still though, Leonardo DiCaprio, amazing.
He's
actor.
fantastic.
Nobody plays any role like he plays a role.
Well, it's a visual spectacle too. Like it's a good movie. I won't like it's definitely a good movie.
Shut up. But we were watching it, and I don't remember what the scene was that made me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, or maybe it was a different one, actually. I don't know. I'd be up there. They'd be watching movies all the time. So while I'm up there, I just kind of tune in until I leave. But anyways, there's some part happened, and this chick, so I think it might have been a different movie, because this chick was like asking a dude if he just lied about something or whatever. I was like, you see, that's the problem with bitches. I was like, men only be lying to them because they know if they tell the truth, they're going to get in trouble. Oh no, okay, I remember what it was. She was lying. He was like down there, he like put on a costume and he sneaks around and he's like trying to tell her that like she's the most amazing thing he's ever seen and he knows that she's not happy. And then she's like, I'm fine. I love whatever the dude's name is. Her fiance that just almost beat the fuck out of her, flipped over a table and shit. And she's like, I love him. I was like, you see, bitches lie because they're fucking delusional. They're delusional, so they lie. We lie because we don't want to get in trouble. If you knew you weren't going to get in trouble, you know, like he brought up the example Pedro did. He was like, yeah, like me with the game. Like your girl comes home and she's like, you're seriously on the game? And then like, dude, I just turned it on. This is my first game all day. And it's a lie, but you're lying because if you're not lying, you're going to get in fucking trouble. I was like, bro, I just discovered that for real.
Men lie to women, women lie to themselves.
Dude, not lying is one of the reasons it's so hard for me to keep a girlfriend, dude. She'll be like, what are you thinking right now? And I'll be like, this is what I'm thinking.
Are you one of those people that like, because I have a problem that I'm still working through, like where like my initial reaction is to lie. Like, do you ever have that problem?
No,
Okay.
I don't. And I think that's my problem. It's kind of.
Well, it's a trauma response, really. Like it's like you grow up in an environment where you feel like you have to lie all the time, so that's just kind of your mechanism.
I did all that lying shit on purpose.
There's no pressure. It was just, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, I didn't want them catching on.
Yeah.
I was devious, but no, no. I'm one of those guys that is like, you know, like, oh, I feel fat, and I'm like, well, yeah, you've definitely gained weight.
You know, you might be autistic.
I mean, yeah, we've said this before, dude. We've said this, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to pussyfoot around and have to bullshit and have to be all like, no, babe, you look great. Don't worry about it, babe. It's like, okay, then shut up. Go talk to yourself about it. Or one of your fucking dumb friends or something. I don't know.
Well, that's
Like,
actually...
I'm not coming to you guys and be like, man, yeah, I feel fat. And not like actually saying, well, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'm a fat shit, dude. I haven't worked out enough in the past couple weeks and I've been eating like dog shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Men will like make the statement, whereas like women will ask the question. They'll be like, "Am I fat?" And then a guy will
And
be like,
it's
"I'm
not
a fat fuck."
It's
Look at
not
me.
even like directly a question. but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's like an open statement that they're expecting you to respond on. And
Yes,
it's like, bro,
yes.
it's like if I can sit here and I can tell that you had to put on like 10 to 20 pounds, what the fuck? I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here fucking complaining about it. You're the one
Yeah.
fucking bringing it up. Go to the fucking gym. Quit eating so much. What do you want from me? What am I supposed to do? Like, it's like you have to, in most relationships that I see people in, especially for the men, it's like you have to be responsible for all the manly shit and you have to be responsible for the happiness. I'd say in most, not all. There's some very healthy, very good relationships.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And I see a lot of dudes with chicks where it's like this dude would have no idea what's going on without his girlfriend right now.
Yeah. I think quality relationships involve things not like that. It's like you said last week, how you were describing like how women use their kids to like control men and shit like that. Like those kind of like if you're in a relationship like that where you feel like your other person's like holding something in front of you or above you or whatever, right? Like it's not a good relationship.
It's stupid, dude. Especially like that fat shit, or I feel fat, or do I look fat and shit like that. Because it's like, nah, you fucking brought me into this. And I'm going to tell you what the truth is. And because you just heard what you didn't want to hear, what most of us don't want to hear, which is the truth. And now since you heard it and it made you unhappy, you're going to displace that anger onto me.
Right.
And I'm like, you're not even mad at me right now. You're mad at yourself. And like, I'm not like, I can't do it, bro. I can't sit around and be somebody's emotional punching bag. I've really like hermit crabbed up since living by myself.
You know, that is a really strange juxtaposition in a way, like how I feel like most of the time people ask a question, they're not seeking truth, even though that's the purpose of a question, right? It's like you said, they're seeking that reaffirmation.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Well,
so if you like that, man, there's a chick's trying to be with me, whatever, she's going to have to hop in line or fall in line. That's what's going to have to happen, because I ain't changing that part of me for fucking nothing.
She's going to wake up every morning, Willow's just going to point at the bathroom scale. Be like...
No, because if I'm with a girl and I really care about her, like she can gain 10 to 20 pounds and I'm most likely still going to find her attractive.
Yeah.
But if she gonna bring it up like it's an issue and fucking...
Yes, I agree.
Don't fucking drag me into nowhere. Like,
well,
don't ask me, does it look like I have gained weight? Step on the scale. Did you gain weight? Then you might look like it. That's kind of what happens. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, like, look, if you're, you know, what the fuck was my point? I'm not even smoking. God fucking damn. No, like, you know, men, like, that shit doesn't matter as much to men as it does to women. I feel like.
My belly almost came out. I lifted my arm, my belly almost came out.
Like, I feel like if you're a woman who gains 20 pounds in a relationship, like, she's going to care about that way more than the man is. If that's like a genuine, I mean, obviously there are people who are superficial and fucked up, but like, you know, for like, if you have a genuine human connection,
dudes who wouldn't want their girl to do that. I know that, but everybody has preferences.
Exactly.
You get demonized if you're a dude and you say something like that, but you know, women can say something about me and my height. If I was like, okay,
that's a whole can of worms in itself.
Yeah, exactly.
The double standard of that.
It's an absolutely insane
crazy.
Double standard. I mean, everybody has preferences.
Was it the 666 rule? 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figures.
Oh,
that's like this. Like
I've heard that.
Oh, it was that Nia chick actually. Remember
Naya.
that? Naya, there we go. Yeah, I was over at her place doing a podcast. She was just saying that before, and she's like, "Yeah, well, I had a woman. I had one of my friends post, you know, like the 666 rule. Like, who wants that?" And like most of the women said that's what they want, and we were like, "Yeah, well, I mean, your crowd of women, of course, are gonna need that." That's why you're single, bitch.
I'm like, for real, right? For real. I mean, bro, the list of things that can get you cut off is just so extremely long. Which, like, I don't hate on women for having standards either. But a lot of them bitches too that talk like that don't even hold themselves to the same standard.
Oh no,
I'm
never.
like, where the fuck's your baby daddy at? What is he doing right now? Ain't he in jail not taking care of his kid because he can't even stay out of trouble? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Didn't he beat you up?
I saw this meme where it was like a woman is like, I none of the guys I want to date meet my standards, and it's like, the guys I want to date, I don't meet their standards. It's just like this constant, like, not willing to go too low, but can't get too high. You know,
yeah, that's a lot of people though too. I definitely get
true.
that.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of society in general right now. Not a lot of people are dating. It's like dating's lower than it's ever been in society.
I just have to give up too much, dude. I have my time and I want my time.
Yeah. You got to be able to find someone you're willing to sacrifice it for. Yeah. And also, you know, someone that can accept that you need time to do things, right? Like if like, you know, like my ex-wife, for instance, like if I was still with her, there's no way I'd be doing a podcast. like because she just demanded so much of my time that like I couldn't even do things like that. It was awful.
Yeah.
So it's important to have that.
Fuck that. Could you
Fuck
imagine
that.
having a kid?
Yeah.
That'd be so much right now, dude.
Yeah. Fuck the kids. Just like the kid who attempted to assassinate the former president of the United States, Thomas Brooks, right? Thomas Crooks. Even more fitting.
Yeah. So I see you have this
Yeah, that was
fucking
the-
shit
sorry,
pulled
that was
up
the word.
about him
Well,
too.
let's do the first clip actually before we do that, because the one in the other tab. This is the Wall Street Journal news. So take it with a grain of salt. What the hell?
Where's the
Ah,
sound?
damn it. We might not have set the. All right. Fuck. Should we just take a break real quick? I guess let me just ask you first, Lolo. What is your assertion of this whole situation? Do you think it's a conspiracy? Do you think it's just happenstance? Like, what's your thought process?
I mean, the biggest thing I guess that I care about in the most part is that somebody died, like a bystander, I guess, died.
Yeah.
Haven't really heard much about that, about woman, man, young, old,
I don't know what his name is, but he was a 50-year-old man.
50-year-old man.
Yeah. Still tragic, but yeah.
But you never know. I mean, when it comes to conspiracy theories, I mean, there's no ending loop in a thing like this. Could it have been a target from the left? Could it have been a target from the right? Could the bystander who died possibly have been involved? You know, like, I mean, I'm telling you, if you fucking dive down a road of conspiracy theories, you could go on and on and on and still probably never figure it out. Plus, I haven't really heard much about the kid either. I kind of just saw that it happened. I don't know. As much as I've like thought about it, I don't really care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as much as I thought about it, but I do hate how fucking like Trump people are just actually like sucking them off so hard. Like, oh, this is fucking that. I'm like, doesn't this fucking, and like people like that too are so insane that they're just like absolutely. It's like people on the far left. They're crazy too, but people on the far right are like, fuck, what the fuck am I trying to say right now? They're like, oh, this was the target from the left.
Yeah.
It had to have been. It had to have been a fucking Democrat and all this. And I'm like, bro, chill. Maybe it wasn't a fucking Democrat. And I've heard fucking people saying that he was a registered Republican. I don't think that really matters.
So I actually was listening to a ton of podcasts about this subject today because I don't know. This is a crazy occurrence, right? I mean, this is the first time since Reagan that a president has been attempted to be assassinated. I think it's a good thing that he didn't get shot. Not necessarily because I care about Trump, but just because I care about the civil unrest. I think if he had gotten assassinated, we would be seeing rioting in the streets right now.
Oh, yeah, and I think that's coming.
Well, here's the thing. I think at this point in the game, if Trump loses, there will be riots. There will be civil unrest.
Oh, yeah.
And
there's going to be like martial law into effect. Like National Guardsmen are going to be in streets.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's going
to be bad.
It's going to make the Black Lives Matter protests and all that. It's going to be nothing compared to
these are going to be like truly, truly fucking riots.
Yeah, because you have to understand, these are people, I mean, I'm not saying this to like, be derogatory or anything, but it's just a fact. Like, those people have guns.
Yeah.
People on the left who are getting mad, like, throwing rocks or fire,
this could
Molotovs or whatever.
This could absolutely, I still think it would, if he would have actually gotten killed, who knows? Who knows what would have actually happened? I mean, I guess, I think.
Well, the thing that's so crazy,
I feel like it's going to take more, though, for our country to actually fall into like a complete civil war.
No. See, and this is actually, I really hate this rhetoric that's been going around on the conservative media. Is like they're using us as just like, oh, civil war's coming, and it's such a stupid.
That's the thing, though. For them, I think they're prepping for it. You know, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
I think that's like their thing right now. They're like, yo, if you keep fucking doing this, it's gonna be fucking balls to the wall.
But I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't translate in this day and age. Like, it's just this, like, it's not like we have like the North and the South. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like an entire group of states are seceding and then the union is going, okay, you can't do that. Like, nothing even remotely like that's happening.
Yeah, but
it's
when
just
you
civil
think
unrest.
about the majority in states, though, things like that could begin to happen. I mean, the government, little by little, step by step. It always starts with small steps that then grow into bigger obstacles, like the border, like Texas.
I was just gonna say Texas is probably the closest to seceding in terms of a state.
I mean, they've been though for a long time. There's been a discussion, of like why they should be their own country and all that.
Yeah, which I think would be great, but
wait, what?
Because the smaller the government, the better.
I mean, yeah, I do suppose maybe
that's just my opinion. But
I feel like it would be easier to corrupt a small government.
No.
Why? Then you only have like 6 people. Let's say you're not realistically, you're gonna have more than that. But I'm saying, like, at the very, very top level, I think it's much easier to get 6 people or something like that in the same mindset and on the same goal than it would be to get an entire large government.
Well,
I mean, for
it's more localized though.
For our government to get as corrupt as it is right now, it took fucking years.
I don't think that's 100% true. In my opinion,
you don't think that our government has gotten more corrupt over time?
It has gotten more corrupt.
Exactly.
For sure.
So
but it's always been corrupt. That's my point.
So what makes you think that a small government wouldn't be corrupt?
Because there's less landmass, there's less of a population. It's more localized, so then like the viewpoints of that state are more. But it's more voluntary that way with the state government versus if you have like DC like edicting the entire
government. It'd be a country's government.
Exactly, which means less of a vote. Like those citizens in Texas have way less of a voice than they did if they were at state level. Like if let's say Texas doesn't want abortion, right?
So what if Texas breaks itself down into states or provinces or whatever after it became a country?
That'd be great.
So then it's a fucking country with states.
I mean, it's all relative, honestly.
That could then do the same type of... You could be the governor of a county or state in that sense.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not go too far.
I'm just saying, like,
you're the second person I've had a governmental debate with today.
If you don't like... If you don't like government, I totally understand that because governments usually do some shady shit. I'm just saying that if it became its own country, and then if people at the top level, so if Texas becomes its own country, and then they decide to hold a presidential vote, and their governor that wins,
why do you think that they would have more power versus like what they like? How is the position of governor getting elevated? If they're their own country.
Well, I assume if you're a governor or somebody that would likely have ran for governor of Texas, you'd probably likely be a sure fit in. Like whoever the governor is right now, if they became their own country and had a presidential election, I imagine they'd be in the election.
That's what I'm saying. Is like,
I keep misusing governor anyways. But
you could call them the president, but like the position hasn't really changed that much. And in a sense, there's more power.
That changes a lot of things because you're no longer tied to.
But it's just terminology, though.
Like, yeah, but you're no longer tied to. So, does the president of the United States have more power than the governor of a state?
Yes.
Yes. So how the fuck does it not change?
Because there's less people.
So you just agreed that they did get more power.
Yeah, but then having states' rights would be a reversal of that, wouldn't it? Like if you had Texas,
there would no longer be a state.
State just means government in general. So I mean, it doesn't matter how you divide it out.
Maybe in technical
you can be state, province, whatever. Like it doesn't matter. It's just what we call a certain area of this country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know.
So I mean,
The profit. That's why I said, and they break up to either province.
It's apples. It's apples and oranges. I mean,
I don't think it is. I don't think it's apples and oranges.
Okay, we need to get off this.
I think if Texas becomes its own fucking country, it's going to be a lot like apples and apples. Maybe like red apples and green apples, but apples and oranges.
Well, maybe you're right.
Yeah. Maybe like fucking a cucumber and oranges.
Anyway, so going back to Crooks, Thomas, because we before that. So what I understand from him is he was a registered Republican, and then when Biden won, he donated a whole $15 to a liberal organization.
To a what?
To some liberal organization. I don't remember which one. So it seemed like at that point he was in on Biden. But he didn't like post anything online. He didn't do anything really like that. Like he was
Playing the smart game.
I mean, it's interesting because like I was listening to this guy named Dr. Todd Grande. I highly recommend everybody go check that video out.
Grande? Is he fat?
He's not fat. He's a he's a average man in terms of size and all that. But no, I mean he like did a deep dive on his background and everything, and like this kid is like classic school shooter. Like was an outcast, didn't have very many friends, didn't have like a record of mental health issues, but showed all signs of like anxiety, social awkwardness. So it was probably just like, undiagnosed, unrecorded, right? Lived with his parents, worked at this is weird because he is in the BlackRock ad, but from what I understand at the time that the shooting happened, he was working at a dairy factory or something like that, making $16 an hour. I don't know. It seems like
Wait. Okay. I kind of lost track right there. So he's in the BlackRock ad during the time of the president?
No. So he appeared in this BlackRock ad. I don't know when this ad aired. I assume within the last 2 years since he's 20, right? Like it had to happen between 18 and 20. But at the time that the shooting happened, he was employed at a dairy factory or something like that. So he wasn't like a BlackRock employee when this happened. But it is, I haven't actually, we'll at some point we'll watch it
so is
together. But
so nobody, I don't know. A BlackRock ad, how many other people have been in these ads?
Sure.
How many ads do they film?
Sure. And yeah, exactly. It
Why
could
did
just be a
somebody find
coincidence,
that
right?
so quick too?
It's the internet, bro. And dude, and I'll tell you, man, though, it took me a long time to find this. I heard about this on a podcast, and then it took me like a good 5 minutes searching, like scrolling through YouTube to finally find this video. They fucking buried it, man. They buried it. So I guess my theory, like, people say, he may be an operative, he may be working for Biden or with the Secret Service or whatever. I don't believe that. This is one of those rare times where I find myself taking off the tinfoil hat and saying, I think the reason this happens for two reasons. We have a mentally ill, technically adult, basically a child, 20-year-old child, Thomas Crooks, who's socially awkward, has mental health issues, sees an opportunity that his president's in his area and decides to take his AR and go do this. And then the other, in my opinion, is incompetence on the Secret Service. Because I just believe, like, when you go into these conspiracy theories, like that, whatever, like the Department of Justice or the CIA or the FBI or whoever hired him to do this, like, I think you're just giving the government way too much credit. Yeah, I don't believe that they're that competent. That's just my personal viewpoint. I was listening to another article or a podcast today where one guy was arguing that because of all these DEI initiatives, diversity, inclusion, equity, or however that works, or whatever the organization of that is, but that has been having an impact on the quality of these institutions, because instead of hiring by competence, they're hiring by these, women, skin color, homosexual status or hetero homosexual status or whatever, LGBTQ.
Yeah, that reverse racism shit.
Yeah. So that's where I stand on that, I guess. It's weird. It's a weird I feel like this is a moment where, like, I want to believe that it's a this big conspiracy, but I don't know. I just don't see that.
Yeah, evidence. I don't really see it as some big conspiracy either.
Well, and here's another crazy thing.
I get the BlackRock ad. I want to see this ad.
Yeah,
though,
let's see that. Let's do that.
Actually, seen the
Let's see
video.
the ad before we get too much further. What is this not working now either? What the fuck is going on?
It's got to be an us issue.
It's gotta be the fucking. God fucking damn it! Maybe it's the cable. Hey, you wanna pause this real quick? Okay, we're back. I'm retarded. I had the mute button on.
I didn't say it.
I said it.
Yeah, you said it.
I'm self-deprecating. This is part of my humor. Not even humor though. It's just reality at this point. For this situation. Okay, but yeah. So we got the sound working. So let's play this.
Blux, real, raw, and ridiculously fun. No fluff, no fakes. Get ready for a Blux experience.
I teach AP and honors economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
And I
hope
seen this
when
before,
I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school.
Oh,
and
there he is.
Gave as much as he could to help the community.
There he was.
Well, he was in there before that too.
This is the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks. The ad is from 2023. What in the world is going on? Leave a comment below and hit that Blux subscribe button.
Let's pause that. So yeah, I mean that could definitely be a coincidence. However, it is weird. It is definitely if it's just a coincidence, it's a fucking weird coincidence. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because BlackRock is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Buster, but BlackRock is like a big funder of weapons, military things, like very tied into the government.
They're very tied into everything. They have a piece of like almost every large company out there.
Exactly. So
it's BlackRock and I don't remember what the other one is. There's two really, really big ones.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you know, if he's in this video, people could assume that he's affiliated in some way. But I don't know. I mean, going back to the shooting, right? He wasn't like a very skilled marksman. He took I heard he had took a class in high school or was part of a thing in high school, but he didn't even he wasn't even able to join because he didn't have a good record. And I mean, what was the distance? I think it was 450 feet. Like that's not like a long way. Like someone who knows how to shoot a gun, like they could hit that target pretty easily. And I will say, like the only reason the shot missed Trump is because he happened to he turned his head while the bullet was in the air.
Yeah.
It was half an inch away from his temple, which would have instantly killed him.
Yeah.
Or it would have at least, you know, caused deadly things to happen, right?
I want to see his ear.
Yeah, maybe we can go back to that or just find another clip of that since we got the sound working again. Maybe we can just find that clip of the whole thing. And here's another thing that's crazy. A policeman found the ladder, climbed the ladder 30 minutes before the shooting started, and then climbed back down. He didn't stop Crooks. He didn't stop him from doing this, that cop. And 2 minutes before...
Did he see the kid then?
He saw the kid.
On the roof?
On the roof.
With a gun?
With a gun. He saw him and then went back down because he got scared. Yeah, that's the quality of police work we have. But yeah, and then 2 minutes before he started shooting, people in the crowd were looking up and noticing that Crooks was there. They were literally saying, "There's a guy," and Secret Service didn't do anything.
Was Secret Service over there?
Yes. That they were the ones that were crowding him, like in that photo where he's holding his fist up.
Obviously, they're fucking with Trump.
Yeah,
but were they 450 feet away? Is what I'm asking.
No. They were on a building, kind of right to the side or behind it, with sniper rifles.
Yeah, let's see that top video. Oh, never mind. I thought this was gonna show when he
Let's go back. Let's go back to.
Or wait. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, go down.
let's just try to do Trump rally shooting full clip or something like that. Maybe try that. Or if anything, we just go back to that Wall Street Journal one. That was actually pretty good, surprisingly. Okay, yeah, let's do that one. That's a good one. That's the original clip. It doesn't really show all the angles and stuff, but
I can't
Well, that's a
believe
little
they
bit
say
old, that
appears
shot.
to
That
be
shot's a
fatally
couple of months
shot.
old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
and that was probably the shot that killed him, Crooks. Because he got like 4 or 5, 8 shots off, something like that.
When you're ready, on you.
I think he got like 5.
All right, let's pause it. But I don't know. Maybe you can find like a picture of the of the overhead, because like I said, I mean, it was only 450 feet away. So I just think this is just gross. I mean, I don't know if I already said this. It's negligence on Biden's part, because Biden actually specifically has limited Secret Service to Trump, has given no security service to RFK Jr. 0. So I mean, there's that incentive. Not even an incentive, but just Biden.
No, I was talking about RFK. I was talking about who?
My boy. No, not you, my boy.
The fucking Anavar King. I'll fucking call him, dude.
The what king?
Anavar. Anavar? I think that's what it
I
is.
don't know what the fuck.
Steroid.
Oh. Yeah, because he's jacked. That's right.
No, big side effect of it is having your voice all fucked up like his is.
Yeah, right.
That's what his voice sounds like. Once I saw how jacked he is and heard his voice, I was like, oh, this guy took some steroids. At least that's my assumption.
But yeah, I don't know. It's sad, you know. As much
I think it is what it is.
Well, I think this is where you and I disagree a lot. I don't like any kind of violence, even political violence. I think you.
I didn't say I liked it.
Well, no, but like you seem indifferent to it, I suppose. Whereas, like, I don't like violence. Like, I don't like the fact that this happened.
Yeah, neither do I. But it fucking happened. Can't do anything about it now, bud.
That's fair.
And honestly,
well, you can do something. I mean,
maybe, just maybe, if Trump talked with just a little bit more respect to people, you know what I'm saying, and cared just a little bit more about some people's feelings, then some people wouldn't get so fucking pissed off at him. Because they act like the only reason that anybody's ever pissed off at Trump is because he's doing what he wants and what the people want with the government, and that's why the government's after him. It's like, this might not have been the government. It might not have. It might have really just been a kid that fucking... Yeah. And it could have just been a kid that fucking is insane and wanted to do something that was going to make a more... Like, maybe he was a kid that was bullied and he was like... I'm going to do something that nobody will ever forget about.
Exactly.
They're going to solidify me in history books forever.
Yes.
Well, he could have been like, I mean, but yeah, I think a lot of this could have been solved with the way that Trump generally speaks.
Sure. I don't think that, what's the term? I don't think that, okays any kind of violence, but sure, you could definitely make that criticism.
No, I'm not okaying it either, but it's, fucking cause and effect is a real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but no, it's like what you said. I mean, it's like I said before. Like this Crooks. I mean, he is like poster child school shooter. Yeah. Like you take any school shooter, he falls right in line with all of that. All the click that video.
His whole fucking look.
Here's what we know about Thomas Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old suspect who attempted to assassinate former President Donald Trump. After Crooks fired multiple shots from an AR-style rifle, a Secret Service sniper shot.
There we go.
Shooters down.
In a briefing Sunday, the FBI said that limited insights from his recent communications didn't reveal anything about Crooks' motive or suggest that anyone else was involved. But some answers may lie in Crooks' cell phone, which the FBI shipped to its lab in Virginia. Crooks lived in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, about an hour's drive south of Butler, where the rally took place.
Thomas Crooks.
He graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022.
look at him. I mean, come on.
He seemed to have little social media presence or record of political activism.
He was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much. He'd wear hunting outfits sometimes.
Pennsylvania voting records show that he was a registered Republican. And on the day of Joe Biden's inauguration, a Federal Election Commission record shows Crooks gave $15 to the Democratic-aligned Progressive Turnout Project. Crooks did appear to have an account on
Pussy
Discord,
numbers, I think.
a messaging app. The Discord spokesman said he hadn't posted on that account in months, and that the platform had removed his account based on its off-platform behavior policy. Witness account.
Oh wait, no. Actually, sorry. Yeah, let's play
Crooks
this.
On a roof, less than 450 feet away from Trump.
So I mean,
we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building.
Army crawl, dumbass.
50 feet
Get
away
it right
from
the
us.
first time.
Crooks' father,
He's
who
a
the
Trump
gun
supporter.
had belonged to, assumed his son had gone to a gun range, but became concerned when he couldn't reach him, according to people familiar with the investigation. He called police after news of the shooting.
all right, that's
The
pretty
FBI
good.
also said that Crooks hadn't been on the
But I mean, yeah, I like I said, I think it's just those two things. I think it's a massive incompetence and from the Secret Service, and I think it's just a bad thing. But yeah, I mean,
it could have been. I believe that this could have been like a much deeper attempt though too. Like I'm not completely against that thought, but I haven't really thought much on it. Like if it was like, oh yeah, pieces of the Democratic government found this kid that they figured they could use as a scapegoat, and you know what I mean? It like movie style shit. Is what it would have to be though. They'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like we need you to take a shot at the president or at Donald Trump or whatever, and we need you to do this, and we're gonna get you the clear shot, and you just have to take it, and we'll get you out of there. Like maybe it was one of those things. You never know. There's so much shit. There's so much shit that happens, and then the American government will be like, whoa, we didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. And then years and years later, they're like, okay, yeah, we did that. Well, like with Vietnam and Korea and shit that they did over there.
But I feel like the difference between like what happened here and what happened with things like that is the amount of transparency. It really doesn't. I mean, I will say CNN did some pretty shitty reporting on this. They initially said that he fell, which is like, what the fuck? Like, no, he got shot. He didn't just fall, you know.
They're fucking notorious for that.
Exactly.
Just trying to be the first one so quick that they just get it wrong.
Exactly. And well, I guess that's my thing. Like, besides that, it really seems like there has been like a near complete transparency. It doesn't really seem like that there's this big cover up, just at face value. I mean, looking into it, I mean, everything just seems pretty cut and dry. And I think when you go into like these conspiracy theories where you're like, oh, the government hired Crooks and the government did blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, I think that's just giving them way too much credit. I don't think that they're that sophisticated.
Regardless, though, like I said, that's just a revolving door.
Exactly.
A never-ending pit. You could just go deeper and deeper with it, and you could scope out for more details. And I mean, because there's so many things that happen in just the real world that aren't that bad. It's like, oh, that's a crazy coincidence, isn't it? You know? Like, you meet somebody, and then you're like, oh, what the fuck? You know this person. I've known them forever. So you're really good friends with so-and-so. And you're like, wow, it's a small world. And it's like, how many things had to line up for that to even happen? You know? Like when you break down the science and the mathematics of like how rare it is that we're even like alive right now and like walking the earth. Like how many of us were technically cells that could have been brought into a human being but didn't make it. So it's like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this could just be that. It could just be a kid that fucking was like, fuck it. I'm going to go bang, bang, boom, boom, take a shot at Donald Trump.
I think it's most likely my opinion. You know, it is really funny though. I have not heard a single liberal say anything about gun control this last week.
Yeah, thank God. That was my biggest thing. I was like, oh my
yeah, exactly. Thank God. Dude. But like, it's such a hypocritical thing, right?
It's coming. I'm sure it's coming. This is why we need stricter gun laws.
Dude, no, there's no way. They would have said it by now.
No, I think it's coming.
Damn. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like, if this had happened to Biden, that would have been the immediate.
He'd be dead.
Platform. Well,
that nigga
he would have bled out from that
nigga
ear.
Don't move. This is what Joe Biden when he's talking. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. Look. I mean, like, yeah, that'd be real easy, bro.
He can't even turn his head.
Yeah, when he that's what I'm saying. When he walks his way, he turns his whole body like a robot. So, like, bro,
he's way less animated than Trump.
That dude's target practice, bro. That's honestly, he probably could have got a better shot at Biden. Dude, Trump though, putting his fist in the air like that in that super famous picture now, with him like this, I was like, dude, I'm gonna take that photo, and I'm gonna make Trump black. I was like, look, dude, he's saying right there. He's saying black power, dude. That's what he was saying. A black guy would have never taken a shot at the president. They don't care.
You know, I will say that photo is going to be iconic in U.S. history. Like, that photo will be looked at for.
Yeah, I know. I'm already sick of seeing it. That fucking picture that I showed you of like Trump with the American flag draped around him, and he's holding up the world.
Yeah. Oh, well, those are, I mean, you've seen the ones with him and Jesus, right? Have you seen all those paintings of Trump and Jesus? Oh my God, Buster, please find this. This is the funniest shit you will ever see in your life. So many people have just created these like drawings and just typing down Trump Jesus painting.
That if Jesus was a real person and somehow is actually gonna come back from the dead, I don't think he's gonna fuck with us that much. Probably none of us.
Oh no. He's gonna be like, you are all deplorable.
Maybe like Buddhist.
You've given women's rights. What's wrong with you?
Maybe those Buddhist monks that just don't actually do anything but live in the mountains and break shit.
Yeah, look at all this shit, dude.
Oh my God. And that's getting sold. So people are buying that.
Making money off it. Yeah, okay, go down a little bit.
People are making money off it. People are buying it and putting it in their home. Oh my God.
I don't see it here, but I saw one where it was like Jesus like consoling Trump, and he's like, "Don't worry, I was persecuted too." It's like,
dude, that terrifies
people
you.
are straight up retarded.
Yeah, that's the one I showed you.
Yeah.
What is he standing on? Where's he standing?
I think a rock.
Yeah, a rock where? Because that looks like mountains on Earth, if you ask me. Stupid.
Earth on the earth on the earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Earthception.
That nigga wouldn't even be able to fucking squat 135, I bet. If Trump can squat 135. Alright.
There's a video of where they asked Trump what his favorite book of the Bible is. He can't even name a book of the Bible. He's like, I don't like getting into that. And he's like, what's your favorite? Old Testament, New Testament? He's like, I like them both equally. And like, I will say, man, like, as an atheist, someone who doesn't believe in Christianity, doesn't believe that the Bible's truth, the New Testament is objectively better than the Old Testament, which is full of like racism, slavery, genocide, like all these awful things, right? You only have to be religious to objectively say, yeah, the New Testament is better. At face value. But
hey, do that.
Wild times.
That Jesus over there.
What, in that picture
like
with
top?
Trump?
No, top left. That Jesus. My grandma had that Jesus in her house.
Oh yeah, my mom did too. Yeah, that's a pretty famous one. Yeah,
that's a
he's always white.
Jesus.
He's always white.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's white.
I didn't even see that. How Jesus became so white. That was actually the article.
Oh, nice. I mean, he looks kind of brown right there, but yeah, the hair is definitely not dark enough.
Yeah. Yeah, did you hear he picked JD Vance as his VP? Do you know anything about JD Vance?
Who?
JD Vance.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a senator from Ohio. He doesn't like Mexicans. He really likes the wall. Trump just picked him as his VP, and I think it's a terrible choice.
Well, you know who his last VP was.
Yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair, maybe a hair better than Mike Pence, but not much better.
I don't know who the guy is, so I'm not saying he's better or worse. I'm saying that this guy's got a history of choosing a bad vice president.
Yeah.
Mike Pence or Kamala Harris? Oh, dude. We thought Trump versus Biden was bad. What the fuck?
Damn. That's really difficult. They're both so bad.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're both real bad.
Because Mike Pence wants to, like, put Christianity in public schools.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's that level of
that dude's
insane.
a fucking bitch.
And then Kamala Harris is just, like, she, like, is the first... She's the first black woman to like enslave her own people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's like these are the two.
She's fucking.
Maybe compared, I'd probably say Pence.
That lady's a fucking
just because
idiot.
that she
I don't
did
think
that.
she's actually doing anything. I think that
not at
she's
all.
probably been a huge supporter of all of the worst things that Biden has done.
Oh well, I mean, I don't even know about that necessarily. She's just going along with the ride. She just wants the power.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the crazy. Like people,
That's what I was trying to tell fucking Dirt Nasty when he was on the pod that one time. He's like, I'll fucking shove my hand up Joe Biden's ass and work his mouth like a puppet. I'm like, dude, you won't fucking have to. Kamala Harris is gonna be in that bitch,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna get way worse.
Yeah, that didn't age well for him.
Hell no, they hated that. Yeah, they were so mad about that. But we probably got some followers though. They were like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he got reamed in the comments for sure.
Oh, dude, but we've had that too. That Caitlin Clark video, they were really coming at us crazy. I wonder if there's I haven't checked it in a long time. I need to go back and see if there's any, like, new
So you know
comments.
Justin Strawstone, right?
Yeah.
Nobody really reacted to it, which is fine.
Oh no, I saw your comment. I reacted to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4
Dude,
reactions,
but
it was
you know
so
what the
funny.
best thing is though? I was the first person to respond to that post.
Nice.
He posted it, and then 2 minutes later, I said that. Yeah, we do really need a strong man right now.
He said we need Caitlin Clark. That was so funny. Talking about how Trump just got shot at. That we need Caitlin Clark more than ever, dude. You know, that could be an argument that's pretty racist because Angel Reese is still out there.
Who's Angel Reese?
Oh, my God. Dude, you're really under a rock.
Yeah, man.
She's like the girl that
I try to stay off social media. What
There's
can I
like a
say?
huge beef. It's like all the people who like Caitlin Clark and then all the people who like Angel Reese. They're both rookies in the WNBA.
Oh, was she from LSU?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know who she is. Yeah. I just don't know name. That's my biggest thing. Like, if you were like to say a name and then pull up a picture, I'd probably be like, oh yeah. But like, I'm bad with names in real life. Like when I was a bartender, I like made no money because I couldn't remember people's names. I couldn't remember their drinks. And like, I'd be like, what are you drinking again? For the 5th time, I'm drinking a fucking Busch Light. Or like a whiskey. You know what I mean? Like I can't keep all that shit in my head.
Yeah, it gets difficult sometimes. A lot of times I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Or like I'll remember as soon as they start telling me. But a lot of times people come up and they got a fucking can of Busch Light in their hand. And they're walking up to the bar, so I'm assuming that can's empty. So I'll be like, you need another one?
Yeah, sure. I guess that was a bad example. Probably more like mixed
I
drinks
always
and
wait
stuff.
for the drink too. So if they're drinking a can and they get anywhere past here when they go to drink it, if it's about that much, if there's an open point, I'll be like, you gonna need another one? Because then sometimes they'll just slam the rest and get right to the next.
Yeah,
More money, more tips.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when I was a bartender, I would just drink my tips away because he would let us drink on the clock. So like I would just like be pouring whiskeys and drinking whiskeys, and then like I got a couple guys would come in and like I wouldn't talk to them. I would just like sit in the corner and watch TV, and they'd be like, "I want a drink," and I'd like walk over, give them a drink, and then walk back to the corner, like because I'm just so socially anxious and like I just hated it.
Fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't bartend or
I'd be
do anything
fucking
bad.
chatting with people and shit, having a good time.
No, I can't do. I'd probably have an easier time with it now. I feel like if I went back into bartending now, I would at least have a little bit easier time with that, but I would still hate it.
Yeah.
I would still fucking hate it.
Pussy. I mean, No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like you have to kind of be a drinker too. I mean, like, I know drinks, so like I could do it, but I feel like you have to like. I mean, and you know, the thing is too, like a lot of times, you know, customers will like buy a drink for you, right? And then like, you know, if you like kind of join, if you have like that 1 or 2 drinks or whatever that you're allowed on your shift, and like you like for some places, right? Like, and if they give you a drink and you have it, like that can increase your tips in a way, like in theory.
Yeah, but I always just like when a lot of times when people like are really like begging me to take it, come on, I'll get your shot, I'll just join in with like a shot of Red Bull.
There you go.
I pour it in a shot glass and everything, and I hit it with them because it's got that little to it, you know what I'm saying? But then I don't actually have to get intoxicated. I'll just reject that shit though. I'll be like, nah, I can't. Yeah. But when I'm DJing, I can't. I'm not allowed to drink at all. No drinking, no smoking, no vaping.
Honestly, that's really the smartest way to run a business. I mean, the place I worked at, the guy ended up going to jail, so it wasn't by any means like a a good establishment. Like, I'm
like a drink as soon as I clock out. Like if I'm bartending, I'm at the bar and the event ends at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's like so I'm closing up the bar. I probably pour my drink at like 1:50.
Yeah. So. You just real quick. You want me to tell you how this place got shut down? Yeah. That I worked at. So he had purchased a liquor license for like a year, and this was a guy who was a former dentist who got like 8 different counts of like he was basically like writing prescriptions to his friends, himself, like just doing coke. Like they found him with guns, like fucking. Damn, I wish he would have been my dentist. No, he was a psycho. He was a psycho, and he didn't pay us.
I'd have been like, man, that fucking Philly hurt. Let me get some of them Tylenol 3s,
dude. One time, because I worked there with my ex-wife. One time, she walked back there, and he was doing dental surgery on a guy on the table and like in the back of the kitchen. Like illegally. He just had his buddy and he was just doing dental surgery on a table in the back.
Like legit surgery?
Well, maybe not surgery, dental work, I guess. But I mean, like he had all those tools and everything and he was fucking like stitching them up.
Stitching them?
This guy was insane, dude. But anyway, so
I don't think that makes you insane. I think that makes you a fucking good friend, really. Dude, I don't have insurance, bro.
Sure, but just this guy was just reckless. Like he just did not give a fuck.
You think he would have done that in home instead of at his business?
He was a cocaine addict. He's not. He's not thinking right.
Doing coke, pulling teeth.
Exactly. But it's when this place got shut down. Basically, his liquor license had run out, and he didn't pay. So the police came in and they like shut the place down, and the guy I had left at this point, but the guy who was running it was a meth addict, and he worked.
I thought you said he was a coke addict.
No, so sorry. So the manager So the guy that owned the place was the coke addict, and then the manager was a meth addict.
Oh, perfect combination.
Oh yeah, great, right? I mean, they were meant for each other, right? But this guy, he worked for free on the condition that he could drink as much as he wanted while he was on his shift. He's like, you don't have to pay me, just let me drink. And he was like, okay. So when the cops came in and shut the place down,
the manager's intoxicated.
Well, A, he's intoxicated. B, they ended up finding meth around the entire place. Like this guy had just taken little baggies of meth and hid them everywhere. So the place got shut down. He got arrested. It's called the Tibbetback Bar and Grill in Urbandale. It was fucking hilarious. That's wild shit.
God damn.
I was a cook back there. I was a bartender.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
That is fucking wild. Yeah, I remember one time when I was working at a place in Pella, I walked into the freezer to go hit my cart. And there's a guy in there fucking hitting the meth pipe. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is the funniest thing about that. That guy had gotten fired from there because he had like his meth pipe like on the line sitting behind something. And then they had ended up hiring him back. Yeah, dude. I worked at that place for like 8 days and then just quit. I was like, yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, fuck that shit. That shit was fucking grimy bullshit. One of the dirtiest kitchens I had ever fucking worked in.
It always is. Yeah.
There was this fucking hilarious kid there that I worked with, though. He was late. That place got shut down. This is the funniest part about that, because I worked for a short time, I worked at Smash Park in Pella.
Mm-hmm.
And they just had a bunch of bitch ass shit going in there. Like one of the dudes. So the dude that was managing the kitchen had pulled a knife on one of the dudes twice and like chased him outside with like a whole chef's knife. Twice had done it, but nobody had said it.
Too.
So nobody had said anything. And the guy that he had chased out of there with a knife, and you would think this would be the reason when you hear it, but it's not the reason. It's because they couldn't get over personal differences. But that guy was like 40 and had got caught hanging out with a girl in a Tumwa that was 14.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was, something like that. And it was bad. So he got fired too.
So Michael Myers, being Michael Myers was fine. But.
Yeah. They sent me home one day because me and the manager got in an argument. They sent me home, so I quit and all that. And then but right before that anyways, I was mad. And I had been like talking mad shit because they were hiring everybody from Sports Page after it got shut down. And I'm like, they're getting shut down not only because they're probably going fucking broke, but because there's a bunch of fucking drug addicts and people who don't actually have to work that work for them.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the fucking issue. I was like, you think that's smart to go and hire all the employees?
Yeah,
that just got like.
It's basically slave labor for them because they can pay them shit.
Yeah.
Because they're like, nobody else wants to hire them.
Which I get that. I mean, they were still offering decent wages. I mean, they had just upped the amount that they were going to pay people or starters and shit like that.
Oh.
And, but yeah, I was just like, that's fucking retarded. I was like, I don't know how you guys are ever going to make it. I was like, this is why this place is fucking dead all the time. And like, I mean, we're doing all this prep work, and the food's not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's why I was not surprised. I laughed so hard when I saw the fucking place got shut down for good. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, that's what you fucking get, bro.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm not so angry for nothing, huh?
Yep.
It's like, because if I have a job, I fucking give a fuck about it, and I want us to make more money, not less money. And like working in a kitchen too, dude, I can't do I do clean shit. Like, you're never going to see me drop food and fucking do whatever. I'm not about to touch fucking raw chicken, not change my gloves and start touching tools and shit like that. Like, I don't want to cross-contaminate things. I am going to eat, though. You best believe it. Order of fries coming up. Tax. I'm taking one of those fries. Cheese curds. I'm eating a cheese curd. Boneless wings. I'm eating one.
I remember I would sell cigarettes to people. Like people at the bar, they'd be like, "Hey, can I buy like 2 cigarettes off you for $1?" I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck it." And like you make a killing because like it's only like $7 for a pack of cigarettes, but like you sell each one of those for 50 cents a buck.
Dude, I got a buddy that was like his hustle all the time was like bringing bags of like already rolled up blunts to parties. He's like, just in case anybody needs a blunt and shit and all that. And fucking, bro, I was like, no, bro. I mean, all the time, it'd be like, you know how many weed do you want to buy a blunt? I'm like, bro, I'm not buying one of those. I know they got to be like 0.5s. Like, don't try to get me with that.
I'll never forget, I was at Flatbush Zombies concert, and this guy had like a gallon Ziploc bag just full of blunts. He was literally just going around the crowd, just, hey, handing people blunts. You were where? Flatbush Zombies. It was in Des Moines. I think it was 2016.
Oh, okay. Were they at Brenton Skating Plaza? Is that where it was?
No, they were at Woolies.
Oh, was it Woolies?
Yeah. It was a shit show.
There was some big show at Brenton Skating Plaza. Yeah, that place wouldn't have been big enough anyways.
Yeah, no. Well, everybody pushed, I tried to get into the mill and meet my friend, and everybody pushed me out. So I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you look like the guy who'd get pushed out. Dude, I go straight.
Thought I was a cop.
I go straight kid mode. That's like where there's a bonus to being 5'3". Like, yeah. I swear to God, I'll be like, yo, bro, can I get up here? I can't see anything. And like the meanest of people most of the time are like, yeah, go. Like, I got you, bro. Like, come on. Like, because I'm not going to get in their way.
Yeah.
You 6'2", you want to be close, I get it. But I can't see a fucking thing. It's really not harming you at all if I get up there. Like, It was so easy to get to the rail of any show I ever wanted to get to the rail at. So, once you go to a festival with like thousands of people at it too, you got to learn how to maneuver through crowds.
Yep, I'm good on that. I don't do that shit. All right, we got to wrap this up.
Yep. I'm leaving.
Adios, cunts.
I'm going home. Peace out.
Peace.
You're lucky, Donald. You're lucky, bud. You're fucking lucky.
I mean, this is the thing. We're putting this out 10 days after it happened. So for all we know, he could have gotten shot and killed by now. So I guess we'll see what happens in the next.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I doubt too.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, cunts.